Good evening. My name is Brightops, and welcome back to Warhammer 40k Mechanicus. Last time, we assisted Scavola in basically killing a destroyer and getting some data from that. However, today we're going to try and give Videx a shot to see what he's all about. Lector Dogmatis Videx has requested the deployment of a sensor servitor to fumigate the tomb of Agroleth and cleanse its spiritual corruption. Easily done. Be a good chance to gather some stone, and we'll get a good item some good items to move forward with. Apparently, and I have been informed about this from a follower of mine who comes from Poland, apparently pronouncing the names of various characters and, the Necrons in general is a lot easier when you speak Polish. Who would have guessed? No cantrips available. Alrighty. We're going in. I called you here, Lector Dogmatis Videx, because your knowledge of spiritual matters and the cult Mechanicus will be crucial in dealing with any moral threats on Silvia Tenebris. I have 543,021 works of scripture stored for rapid context topical retrieval. There is no obstacle beyond my capacity to counsel you on. Unnecessary use of cognator power. Waste of resources, Videx. Insignificant use. Go to Augmented Bay for improvements. The Xenos tomb is revealed to us as a great hungry maw that seeks to consume our very purity. Blasphemy reeks from every corner of the tomb of Agroleth. Most poetic, Lector Dogmatisk. Your thoughts on how to proceed? I shall take my cues from the writings of Archmagos Veneris Hieraticus. Let the stench of corruption be swept aside by the sweet winds of faith. One of my censor servitors will cleanse the spiritual corruption with blessed incense. Then deploy one immediately. My thoughts exactly, Magos. With your assistance, the Omnissiah's work shall be done. The sensor servitor is deployed at the tomb entrance, Magos. I am ready to send it on its way. Halt, Subdomina. The sensor servitor is a delicate piece of machinery. It is ill-suited to hostile territory. Avalonians 5.91. Fragile indeed are the tools of the righteous. It must be escorted on its sacred duty. Don't be ridiculous. Every step we take in the tomb risks the lives of our personnel. If the spiritual integrity of the mission truly is at stake, Subdomina Kepra, it is worth the risk. And I assure you, it most definitely is. I've already sent a team ahead. I foresaw your emotional connection to your troops, Kepra. If you are ever to be a Dominus, I must show you how to command. My gratitude, Megos. The Xenos corruption will destroy us as surely as the guns of the enemy. Very well. His will be done. Alright, let's have a quick glance around. Glance. Okay. If you're wondering why I paused there, I was just making sure that the recording was still going. I will fully admit that since it stopped recording that one time, I have gone a little bit paranoid. Could this be a form of Xenos map room? Most most petrobatory. I am having trouble with this one, I will admit. Thro knows what blasphemous notions they had about the stars. The chamber's walls are covered in elaborate star charts, covered in intensive annotations in the Necron language, suggesting that they record journeys among the stars. We have the option of destroying them. Our purpose here is to purify the tomb, and the works of the aliens should not be suffered to exist. Ignorance, in which we just ignore them. Or interest, we can take pictures. They may prove informative. I'm going to take pictures simply because the possibility of them revealing other worlds that the Necrons are holed up on would be worth it. Pic captures are made of the star maps and uploaded to the cognators on the Celsius Metalcan for study. We just earned cognition points. Considering that he hasn't complained, I don't think he has a problem with us doing that. While traversing this chamber, the sensor servitor crosses a part of the floor that collapses under the machine's weight. The servitor is trapped at the bottom of a shaft of machinery and pipework and must be extracted. We can use magnetism. We can basically overload this. We can have the servitor overload its magnetic levitation circuits. We can use mechanics, in which that requires a system of pulleys and ropes to haul it out. Or we can haul the thing out manually. We are tech priests. We will do it. We will do it the proper way. To every problem, a solution lies in the application of tech law. Thus, Farak Askapun wrote, and thus we have proven. I shall meditate on this revelation. The makeshift pulley system takes a long time to set up, but once in place it proves up to the task of extracting the servitor from its predicament. So he gains 2 more cognition points, but we gave the initiative to the Necrons. Now we could just move here and end this mission right now, but... well, I'm kind of curious what these events are, and we're making good time. And remember, children, backtracking doesn't do anything towards this awake level. At sea level 1, our presence has been detected. This is no good, Megos. No good at all. The Xenos corruption takes physical form in this murky fog. Can anything be done? The nauseum miasma of fumes from the Xenos machinery in this area is masking the servitor's sacred essence. We can pray to purge the corruption. We can just power through and try to go and just suck it up. Or we can scourge the corruption with flame. Fire! Sayings of Archmagos Cortico, verse 58. Prayer has power, but I cannot deny fire does too. Righteous flame scours away the miasma, allowing the cohort to advance. The sight of sheets of flame burning away the toxic fog is indeed inspiring. Cognition points. And because we have of our last mission against the destroyer, we gained an extra cog points, so that we now can have a max of 5 instead of 4. Menials shall be ritually chastised for this maintenance failure. It is imperative to get the servitor functioning again, quickly. Neo-Dogmatics 71.90. If his will be done, let it be done quickly. The sensor servitor stops moving and starts belching pugman smoke. The runes of attention are blinking on its chassis, indicating several key systems require maintenance. Let's see, secondary repair. Perform the ritual of replacement on the servitor's key systems. A Terriari Diagnostic. Perform the entire rite of refurbishment, including the incarnation of 7 diagnostic processes and adium refabricatoris, or primary maintenance. Perform the most prefectuary rites of repairing. Well, we've already given the advantage to the Necron, so we might as well just go full out. I want your thoroughness, Magnus. Aphorisms 97. If it is worth doing, it is worth doing to completion. The servitor is repaired, but the process takes time. A morally questionable non-standard motivator unit is discovered and replaced. We've increased the awakening by 1, but we also gained some blackstone from doing that. And since there's no other events apart from a ruin, let's go and deal with this. Let's go and say hello to the Necrons. I believe they have been patient so far. Let's see our objective. Kill all enemies. Good, good. Let's see, I'm seeing at least 2. Yeah, at least 2 of the actual scanners. Yes, and because the Necrons had the advantage, they get to go first. Which is fair. Fair enough. Just gonna send our servitor this way, because we know that they're going to get reinforcements from somewhere, I just don't know exactly where. And I'm seeing a couple of points in both directions nearby. Let's see, we'll scan this. for the stone. Move to this interesting looking platform here. Okay, and we will... No, we'll scan him just to give us stats. Okay, and we also have his... He now has his healing tool as well, which will be useful. Take a moment just to gather us an extra points for us to use, so that Conrad can use his big gun, but we also have the option of his smaller one for work against this particular panel. Ooh, that was a nice hit right there. And we've moved Serious Armor in position to investigate this other panel in order to get some more Blackstone and basically wreck another thing. Now, someone has pointed out to me that when we do the whole scanning thing with, well, kind of like this, we see that some of the areas that the Necrons come out of appear as red, and asked, can these areas be destroyed? Unfortunately, no. We can't actually break them. I know, it kind of sucks, but there isn't a whole lot we can do about it, unfortunately. We're just going to send this servitor forward to basically serve as cannon fodder, as is basically what the servitors are for. Alright, we'll just quick scan to get some precious Blackstone so we can get some resources going. Alright. There we go. Thing's broken. Wonder-freaking-full. Now, because of this update, of the recent update we did to Sirius, he can now just move freely without having to worry about giving attacks of opportunity. Meanwhile, his opposition, not so lucky. Hang on. Let's try from here. Because, unfortunately, I just realized that if I do the whole shock thing from where we were, what tragically would have happened is we would have had some friendly fire, and I would rather that not be the case. Meanwhile, our servitors are just kicking the absolute shit out of that Necron down there. Ah. See, what I did there was I tried to be clever. I thought that if I position him right, he'd be able to get 2 attacks of opportunity off against you know, different targets, but apparently that is not the case. Hang on. Move closer, then smack him. Hang on. Wait. Before anything else. Might as well take advantage of the fact we've got a repair tool. Because it might not seem like much, but the more health he's got, the less blackstone it's gonna cost to, you know, heal him. The sensor servitor reaches a location where the air currents through the tomb will take its sacred excredations to every corner of the tomb. The cohort guards it until its incense is fully deployed and can escort it back to the tomb entrance. The sensor servitor has been delivered to the depths of the tomb, Lector Dogmatis. Its sacred incense now permeates all areas of the structure. A positive outcome, Magos. It is right and proper that you see as I do the dangers posed by the corruptive influence of the Xenos. It remains to be seen if the tomb is rendered less dangerous for our troops. At the very least, the place is less melodorarious. I trust you will continue to consider the alien with the hatred and disdain they deserve, Magos. As we explore this world, remember the words of binary hierarch Gesimo. The weak of mind will seek to understand the Xenos. The strong in mind will destroy them and bless their ignorance. Alright. Destroyed 3 Necron platforms. We gained some pretty useful pieces of gear. And we gained a bunch of Blackstone, which is good. And because we didn't use a Cantel, we gained a pretty decent one. Next physical attack will deal 6 physical damage. Oh, we gained another one. Because we move over 400 meters. Tutelage of momentum. Plus 5 meter movement for 1 round. Stride across the stars and spread your word of the machine god. Okay. Now let's just have a quick look what missions we have available. Grave Goods is still on the menu of exploring the remnants of an excavation into the tomb of Ecroplis made by the original Imperial settlers on the planet and recover any archotech they left behind for Tech Acquisitor Skelvola, or our Master's Voice. Install a system of voxcasters to transmute prayers through the tomb of Agrolith. Vidax believes this will dampen the Xenos taint in the tomb. And, ooh, interesting. In exchange for doing this, not only do we get the piece of gear in the refractor field generator, but we would also unlock a different kind of troop, the Skatari Vanguard, who basically they would cost a little bit more than, you know, the servitors, but they would have different abilities to be used. Definitely something to consider going forward. But first things first, we got some upgrades to do. Let's see, we can give Explorator Serious Armor an extra piece of gear. Unique body part, let's see. Head, max HP, adds physical armor. Torso, add 3 to max HP max, adds 1 physical armor. Or arm augments, increases physical damage. I'm inclined to give him a good piece of armor plating. See, he looks swanky. We're also going to give him... Oh, wait. You know, we're going to unplug that pistol for a second. And we'll leave him with this for now. We'll leave him with it for now, because it's useful. But we will give him a different tool to go with him. Let's see, which one was... Ah, yes. The Infectus Mandurite. It's a single target melee attack. Costs no points or anything. It knocks back the target by 1 tile, and it deals 1 physical damage to the target. This doesn't sound like much, but it is a wonderful thing for finishing off a downed Necron for free, without having to worry about using serious weapons for it. And let's see, we'll go to Dominus Conrad, and we'll also upgrade him. Let's see, we can add 3 max HP with energy armor, 2 max HP with energy armor, or give him +1 to energy damage. Unlike with serious armor, I'm inclined to give him the arm augments simply because his weapons would definitely benefit from him being a bit more skilled in the hands, as it were. But yes. That will be all for now. Until next time, my name is Brytops, and I look forward to hearing from you.